Welcome to SurePass, where we share for you to learn and succeed. In this video, we will be discussing nighttime, uninhabited place, and Bayaban as one of the aggravating circumstances. Nighttime, uninhabited place, and Bayaban. It is an aggravating circumstance wherein the crime was committed in the nighttime, or in an uninhabited place or Bayaban, whenever such circumstances may facilitate the commission of the offense. Tatlo po ang nabanggit dito na aggravating: nighttime, uninhabited place, tapos Bayaban. Paano kung itong tatlong to present or mayroon sa ginawa ng offender? Ika-count ba ito as tatlong aggravating? Ang sagot ay hindi. If the aggravating circumstances of nighttime, uninhabited place, or Bayaban concur in the commission of the crime, all will constitute one aggravating circumstance. Isang aggravating circumstance lang. Kailan naman sila i-consider as separate or hiwalay sa isa't isa? Instances when the three aggravating circumstances are considered separate when their elements are distinctly perceived and can subsist independently. Meaning na nakikita mo or malinaw yung element ng bawat isa at kayang mag-exist yung isa kahit wala yung isa. Let us discuss the first one, nighttime or nocturnity. Para ma-appreciate ito, the commission of the crime must begin and be accomplished in the nighttime or after sunset and before sunrise, from dusk to dawn. It is necessary that the commission of the crime was commenced and completed at nighttime. Take note, by and of itself, nighttime is not an aggravating circumstance. Hindi porket ginawa yung crime sa gabi, it doesn't mean na aggravating na ito. So, kailan ito i-considered ng court? Nighttime is considered aggravating only when it was especially sought by the offender. Yung offender, sinadya talagang gawin yung crime sa gabi. Kung nagkataon lang, hindi ito aggravating. The offender took advantage of it. Sinamantala ng akusado yung dilim ng gabi. Alam niyang madilim, kaya doon na rin niya ginawa yung krimen niya. It facilitated the commission of the crime by ensuring the offender's immunity from identification or capture. Ang nighttime ay nakatulong sa pagsasagawa ng krimen sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay sa akusado ng pagkakataong hindi makilala o mahuli. Paano kung gabi niya ginawa yung krimen pero yung lugar ay may ilaw, like street light? Aggravating pa ba ang nighttime? Ang sagot ay hindi. When the place is illuminated by light, nighttime is not aggravating. But the lighting of a matchstick or use of flashlights does not negate the aggravating circumstance of nighttime. Next, let us discuss uninhabited place or despoblado. Uninhabited meaning walang tao. Kailan considered uninhabited? Whether or not a place may be considered uninhabited is determined not by the distance of the nearest house to the scene of the crime, but whether or not in the place of commission there was reasonable possibility of the victim receiving some help. Itong aggravating na ito ay hindi batay sa layo ng pinakamalapit na bahay mula sa pinangyarihan ng krimen, kundi kung may posibilidad ba na ang biktima ay makatanggap ng tulong sa lugar na iyon. Take note, the offenders must use the place as an aid, either to an easy and uninterrupted accomplishment of their criminal designs. Yung place ay nakatulong isagawa ng offender yung paggawa ng krimen, or to ensure concealment of the offense, that he might thereby be better secured against detection and punishment. Or nakatulong sa offender yung lugar para itago ang krimeng ginawa. In other words, the accused specifically sought it or took advantage thereof to facilitate the commission of the crime. For example, when the felony was perpetrated in the open sea, where no help could be expected by the victim from the other persons, and the offenders could easily escape punishment. Now let us discuss band or quadrilla. kailan considered na yung crime ay ginawa by a band. Whenever more than 3 armed malefactors shall have acted together in the commission of an offense, it shall be deemed to have been committed by a band. Dito sa nabanggit ko, makikita na natin yung mga requisites kung kailan may aggravating circumstance ng by a band. Ito ang mga sumusunod. First, there must be at least 4 malefactors. So, dapat ang bilang ng salarin ay 4 o higit pa. Second, at least 4 of them should be armed. 4 sa kanila ay armado o kung 10 sila, 4 lang na armado ang kailangan para makonsider itong by a band. Kung 4 naman ang salarin at 2 lang ang may armas, hindi ito by a band. Third, they are principals by direct participation. So itong 4 o higit pa na armadong ito, dapat kasama sila sa paggawa ng krimen. Hindi pwedeng sila lang yung nag-utos o accessory sa crime. Kailan na kahit 4 armadong tao ang gumawa ng krimen, hindi ito magpapataas ng penalty sa mga akusado. This aggravating circumstance is inherent in brigandage and robbery in a band. Inherent siya kasi yun talaga yung crime. Para magawa yung crime, madaming tao o salarin ang gagawa. Anong armas ang tinutukoy ba dito o arms? The Revised Penal Code does not require any particular arms or weapons. So any instrument or implement which, by reason of intrinsic nature or the purpose for which it was made or used by the accused, is capable of inflicting serious injury. Basta ang isang bagay pwede mag-produce ng injury, considered itong armas. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to share it and to subscribe.